the road less traveled is a bumpy one, but totally worth it, especially when it comes to food.
Exactly, my dear. I have for you guys the tonkatsu, which I learned from my Japanese chef and friend in Kyoto.
Ooh, land of the geisha women and the cherry blossom.
Let us get down to it. I got 2 beautiful breasts of chicken, okay, which I'm going to go there and bank part and make it really nice and smooth and thin.
Thin.
And meanwhile, if you can get the corn flour, the egg, and the breadcrumb in that order.
No problem.
And I will be back soon to show you how this goes.
So this is a special dish. It's going to be deep fried. I'm going to beat 2 eggs in this bowl right here to make our batter.
What I'm doing is I'm taking out some cling film, as you can see.
Heat those eggs up. I'm just going to season this egg really quick. I mean, never hurt anybody.
And I'm going to bang my chicken really thin. That's the idea of putting it in cling film so it doesn't stick to my ladle.
So we're going to use the corn flour first to pat the chicken into, then dip it in the egg. Now we do that so the egg will stick to the chicken. So the corn flour, then the egg, and then finally the breadcrumbs.
You know what this dish reminds me of, my dear?
What? Me?
A Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh.
You know what that is, right?
That's
famous in Austria. They have this really nice thin slice of veal, which they do the same thing and the same technique of banging in the cling film, and then they put in corn flour, egg, and breadcrumb, and it's so thin. And you eat it with French fries, and it's divine.
I've never had it, in fact. You're gonna have to make it for
I'll make it for you, baby.
Cool.
Okay, I'm coming up with my first.
Okay, batter's here waiting for you.
You see how I made that little fat piece into such a thin piece? You see that? Beautiful, Natasha?
Look at that. It looks like a car just drove right over it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's right nice and thin. That's exactly like the way I want it.
Okay, good.
So here you are, my dear. You want to season this obviously with salt and pepper.
Absolutely.
I'm going to leave it right here.
Leave it right here with me. In the meantime, I'm going to get the oil ready because we are almost ready to fry. So we have some regular old vegetable oil here.
My dear, why do you do that? I'm going to just beat up my other chicken. Beat it up real hard.
Nice. And this is going to be a deep fried dish, so we want lots of oil. Salt and pepper.
On both sides, my dear.
Going into the corn flour. Okay. So now I want to put this into my egg batter. I think I'll use a plate so I can get a nice...
Nice job there, dear. Nice job.
Flat surface.
Perfect. Beautiful. Look at that egg. Okay, so I'm ready. Are you ready for the next one?
I'm ready for the next one. I'm going to shake off the excess corn flour. And into the breadcrumbs.
My dear, that's perfect. Now I'm going to season my chicken breast. Beautiful. You know what they say about seasoning? You want to season on all different ends. Because if you don't season correctly, you're going to be having chicken which is not very pleasant.
Okay, Nikhil, should I hand this over to you? Do you want to get that in the frying pan? And
yes, my dear, and I'm ready over here for you. Let me give you that.
Thank you.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful little breast of chicken sitting right over here for me. Reminds me exactly of that Wiener Schnitzel. So I'm going to wait for the other one. And shall I start frying up, Natasha? What do you say?
Yeah, why don't you start? I mean, they're both not going to fit in the pan anyway. They're so big.
Yeah. I think that's a huge breast for me and one for you. Is that enough, you think?
I think so. It better be.
Okay, here you go.